Witness my power!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this is my voice is much improved, everyone. You can hear the words that I'm saying. Um, they there will not be very many funny voices today, probably not. And I'll do my best. But yes, I am I am mostly fine. It's just my voice sounds atrocious still. But welcome to episode 7 of After the Ice, Oubliettes with Ocelots. All the regular buttons are in effect. Yes, Corny. That was going to be the other bit. But I was just going to do the buttons. Yeah, this will almost certainly only be a 3-hour session. Simply because, yes, I do not wish to strain my voice too much. Yeah, it sounds awful, as you can all hear and see. But I will say hello to everybody. And then I will get over and do a summary. Thank you very much, Nemit, for the resubscribble. Hello, Poke. Hello, Corny. Poke, thank you for the honk. Hello, Shark Dog. I hope you're doing very, very good. Yeah, this is how my voice is. I will endeavor to mute myself before I cough. But obviously, I may not catch every single weird noise that comes out of my throat. Any other announcement? I don't announcements. I do not believe so, Shark Dog. No. I checked the other day, and it's through customs. I'll quickly have a look. Sorry. Yeah, it's still being calculated, so hopefully this week. I will let you know once it is here, though. Yeah. I think other announcements. I've been out of it so much, like this week, that just the chance of me remembering anything I had to tell anybody, because like I had to freaking cancel 3 streams in a row. So that's the other reason why I'm streaming today, because F it, I'm done with not being able to do a thing that I like doing. So and I can be understood, even if it sounds weird. So that is all for the good. So I'm gonna get over to the other thing. That can get a summary and we can get into the session. Hello, Night Chum. Hello. I am an old man. There we go. Not with it. Yeah. I'm not with it. It's true. Okay. All right. Let's get to this.
Actually, that does that, yeah.
It's like
about it yesterday.
level 15 or something.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh shit, we're here. We're live.
Ah.
Oh fuck. Okay. Ah shit.
Oh, you did it.
Everybody did the bit. I'm so proud of you all.
Oh, fuck. What?
We
I
are.
just said hello, Hog.
That's true. We are joined by everybody today. So, which order do I want to go in?
Your favorite order.
Yeah, in order of your favorites, please.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Best to west.
We are joined by Nemit.
Hello. And
That's so
thank
valid.
you.
That is so valid. That's so fair.
We are joined by. Ooh, this is gonna be so much fun now. This is like the best
Ooh,
thing that anyone's ever
fuck.
made me do.
Ooh,
We are
I'm
joined
so
by
sorry,
Gwen.
guys.
Oh fuck! Hi.
Oh, nice. It's not looking good for me.
We're joined by Jack.
Oh, hell yeah. Top 3.
Wow.
Hello.
I'm gonna be the last one. Don't worry.
We're joined by this is a tricky spot. This next one.
Fourth.
We're joined by Jawheat.
Joey.
Jay
Wheat.
Oh,
Wheat.
that's a good
That's-
compromise. You were about to not be on stage
Wow.
next weekend.
I
That's
thought
rough.
I'd be higher, to be honest.
I'll take it.
Welcome to the pits.
No, Jawheat. Jade and Wheat were equal.
I still thought I'd be higher.
Look what you've done, Hog. I can't believe you've done this.
I'm sorry for making you do that, Hog.
I mean, it was a good bit. And then M's
was a
the
good bit.
runner-up.
Runner up.
That's such a positive way to put last place.
Oh my god. It's fine. Today's just opposite day, so you did it in reverse order.
It's true.
No, today is
I'm fine with that.
Wheat Day.
I'm in the middle.
Anyways, I'm gonna go
Well,
rest.
for
you anyway. Oh wow! Look, Hog, you're going with the crying now. She's going.
Well, technically Jack did, because Jack was the one that made me do this.
I did. I forced Hog to do that. So
Yep.
Well, you're both. Yeah.
I mean, the thing is that if it was like 199, 98, 97, 95, 94, then like the difference between everything, great, would it?
See, I was about to make a joke about
That's
the
true.
thing from Marvel, and then I realized why. That's when I realized why I'm so low ranked.
references to outside properties banned.
No, dumb jokes, some play on words. Hog.
Oh, I see.
He was
I
against
I
that.
have no problems with those. I'm as much of a fan as a witticism as anybody else is. But anyway, I will do a summary now. Now that we have started off on a great bit. So last time the party returned from the Library of Alias, on the magical cool boat to Silcaster to prepare for the next stage of their voyage. In Silcaster, they talked to a few people. M bought a very expensive book, and also people did some supply shopping, which did off stream because it's buying spoons, and I don't know how much of an episode needs to be dedicated to buying spoons.
I don't have the spoons for that.
True.
Very good.
And after a day's rest in Silcaster, the party has decided that they are going to try their luck with the elves, the first elves, to maybe find somebody who can forge these gems into something that they can use. And so they are heading south into the great forest of the Dwymorsteora, which I will continue to have a great time pronouncing, especially with this voice, because it's a very long word and it's
Yeah,
hard
but-
to keep it together.
This forest is huge.
Oh, this is nothing, Jack.
This is the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, this forest. So the size of this map that you can see in front of you.
Yeah.
The forest continues for another. Oh, I opened the wrong thing. Ladam.
Ladam.
1, 2, 3, 4 whole maps, and then there is another map or two's worth that is on other maps. So like, it's like 5 to
this-
6 other maps.
Is it like the size of like North America, the continent? Is that an apt description, or is it smaller?
This continent is probably that big in like in actual size, not how it gets distorted on maps where it looks twice the size it actually is. Sorry, Canada. Canada is not as large as it appears on maps by any stretch of the imagination. But yeah, so this forest is about a third of the well, no, it's less than a third. I'll say a quarter. And this is the top of it.
Okay. It's big forest then. We've been in it for a while.
Yes. And you don't know where the mountains that were mentioned are either. Because nobody asked where they were.
Nope.
Good job, guys.
It's fine. I've got a
Where
map.
aren't the mountains?
They are not in this forest.
There you go.
They could be in.
I presume we're not referring to the rain-scorned mountains.
No, these were not the Rain-Scorn Mountains. Do you want me to remind you what they were so that you can make sure that they're written down?
Yes, please.
They're the Mist Drop Mountain.
Thank you.
Type it in. Yeah, and they are within the Dwymorsteora Wyth. But like that is basically the information that you have.
Okay.
Anything? I actually don't remember who. Oh, that was in Nemet's questions. So Nemet would have written it. Nemet had it.
Nemet does write everything. Nemet is good like that.
I did copy and paste everything that you gave me as from the answer. So
And now you know why Nemet was number 1.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's pretty fair.
Nemet's a good note
Why was I
taker.
number 2?
The best note.
It's just there's a certain chaotic something that it's hard to. You need an actual gremlin on the team sometimes.
Yeah.
And that wasn't besmirching the good names of goblins. That was a besmirching of Gwen, not the goblins.
What do you mean besmirch?
Sorry, a compliment.
Yeah, I think so too.
Of course, Talon, you're absolutely a gremlin. Okay.
Right, yeah. So, the party has walked down the road from the morning. It took about 3 hours till you get to the edge of the forest. You walk past a monastery and some of the outlying farms from Silcaster. The farmland reasonably abruptly gives way to the forest. As like there has definitely been clearing of the outer sort of the little trees. So, if you have seen Lord of the Rings, then like how Fangorn is, where the mega forest just like is there and then it's grassland. There's not a transition period. And yeah, you walk through the road goes into the forest, and at the entrance to the forest there is a little wooden gateway. It's a little arch. I think they have a fancy name when they get used at weddings, but this isn't a wedding one. Nobody's getting married.
That we know of.
That we know of. No, this is like a very ancient wooden carved archway that's probably about 3 meters tall and then 2 meters wide, and then you can see the path going into the forest. The path is basically squashed in cobbles. So it's reasonably rough, but it probably is enough to keep the worst of like weeds and stuff ruining the road. But it's not like a very smooth road that goes through the forest. But it's also not just dirt. So yeah. Is there anything anyone would like to do before you step foot into the forest? Anyone got a freaking tree phobia, whatever it is?
Fortunately not. That would be quite the something for a ranger, wouldn't it? But as you've been walking along with Theo, you do notice that he's kind of walking a bit slower than normal. There's the clanging of pots and pans as he goes, and he's struggling to hold on to everything. I may have overshopped here. Could someone carry, like, some cookeryware in a big tent for me?
I've got it. Come on. Give me the tin.
Here, let me just put it in the stash. There you go. There's some cookware. And there's a
I'll
big
take
tent.
it out the stash. Alright. It's a 4-person tent.
It is.
do you need
It's
tents
quite
for?
big.
There's all sorts in here, right? I'll have that. I'll have that. And I'll figure out where to put it.
Someone knocks on the door. Carry on this bit. Okay. So, Gade, are you a good cook?
I can cook.
I
Whether
suppose it
people
doesn't matter.
enjoy it.
I also, while I was there, I bought some fishing gear. You're obviously rather aquatic, and I suddenly feel rather silly because you could just swim in and grab a fish.
Yeah, I can. I'm pretty good at grabbing fish.
Yes.
But if you want, we can use it anyway. And what I can do is I can kill a fish underwater and hook it onto the thing so it feels like you're doing something.
I suppose that could work. To be
Anyway, do you want a
honest, not right now. We have some ways to go. I do have soap still in my inventory, though, because we got that at the very beginning. And,
You've got
so, you know,
salt.
if we do get... No, soap. This is not
soap.
related to the food or the drink, but I just... Talking to you suddenly made me think about soap and how we could all use it. And so I brought some with us, you know?
Why do you say that?
Well, it just
I
came
spend all
to
my time
mind.
in water.
Exactly, you need water to use soap. That's what I was thinking.
Are you saying I'm smelly? You can tell me. I would appreciate knowing.
Look, you spend a lot of time in water, and not all of it is clean water. And also, you drink a lot. So,
And
have you noticed that when you leave a pool of water, all the fish that are in it appear a little bit drunk?
I hadn't noticed that because I don't pay attention to fish.
Well, if anyone was going to pay attention to fish, I would have thought it would have been you.
They've got nothing worth saying.
I remember when the last time you got a fish, and my old dog, poor Rue, where Rue ate one of the fish that you caught, and he was drunk for days, just from you catching a fish in water.
Yeah,
Like,
so
what
you
were
need
you
to
doing
feed your
in there?
you need to feed your dogs more booze if they get drunk off one fish. That's up their tolerance.
Maybe.
Wow.
Lord, how do you feel about alcohol? Woof. I see.
As an Australian, I am perplexed at calling a dog a roo.
It was not spelt that way. It was spelled differently.
Was it
Listen,
spelt like the beginning of a white sauce?
You're gonna rue the day.
No, it was just R-E-W.
Oh.
I think that's a plant,
See-
isn't it?
Oh.
Anyway.
Are you thinking of the yew tree?
No. There's not a tree. I think that anyway. Not. It really isn't relevant. I just think that's a thing.
Okay.
Hey, 10.
Yes.
To make sound insensitive, just wondering, there's no chance of you accidentally setting this whole place on fire, is there?
Oh no, not anymore. I've got much better control over my abilities at this point. That was just
Oh.
when it was first sort of happening, and I couldn't stop it. But now, but you know, from that, I've learned to control things and not just fire. It's No, we'll be fine. And 10 even seems like already just being in these woods, his posture is just sort of straightened up, and he's not slouching to blend in anymore. He's just he seems
In
not
their
more
element?
a little bit, yes. Not quite not quite relaxed, but certainly not always concentrating on something.
Yeah.
That is actually a good point for everybody to sorry, everybody who is trained in nature, to please roll me a nature check.
That is not a me. I don't think.
That is me.
Oh shit, that is me.
I mean, trained or expert or any of that. No, I mean, you have a
Uh,
color on your thing.
I have a +0.
A natural 20 for a total of 29.
So,
Jesus.
this completely makes sense for 10. And I think it makes sense for the others as well. This forest, the air in it is the air feels different. It's not like it's heavy, like it's pollen laden. The air kind of honestly feels quite light, but there is something about this forest that you can feel. And it's not oh, the forest is coming to get you. This is a very ancient place, and it's the wonders of the natural world, basically, is what you're feeling inside you through this magical thing that is in the forest. You can see that there are many like insects flying around. And you can see animals in the distance. It's very peaceful. And the layout of the trees now that you're inside the canopy. This is not a particularly dense forest, but that is because of the size of the trees. So, like, you've only been walking inside here for like an hour or so, right? And you can already see that there are trees with meters thick trunks. And then there is quite a distance between the next tree. There is like bushes and other things around, but this is not a twisted vine covered, like ivy on everything sort of forest. This is a very ancient woodland. And you know what? With a 29, actually, and you've also been here before, 10, I think that you would feel that because you've felt this forest before, there is an additional feeling in this forest currently, like there's just more of it. Like there is the wildlife seems more abundant. The trees seem more like full of life and stuff like that. You can't.
Everything's thriving.
Yes.
I'm back.
You're Bap. Hi, Bap.
I'm back.
Yeah. So yeah, the forest seems to be in very good shape.
But what does it smell like?
You want to do a perception check to see what you can smells?
Yeah. I gotta use my new smelling.
Yeah, didn't you know she smells like a dog?
It's
Yeah.
not.
Right. The forest smells. I mean, with a 10, you can smell
Forestly.
the earthy smell of a forest. There is obviously woody smells. You can smell sap. You
Mm-hmm.
kind of get the idea that there's probably some sweeter floral smells, but nothing
Ooh.
specific. I remember when I could.
Someday,
I
Someday.
can't believe M's just showing off that she can smell when Hog can't.
Decimate.
Yeah, she can smell like a dog.
Yeah, I could. No.
She smells like a dog.
Oh no, now I have to do this bit
Thank-
again.
Thank you for holding on to that joke this entire time, Gwen.
What? She smells like a dog. I don't know what you mean.
You know exactly what I mean. Anyway,
She smells like a dog. What?
The English language, everybody, it's a complete
Yeah.
waste of time. Um. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, right, yeah. So, also as you're going through, I would like. Are you doing any particular order? Are you scouting? Are you looking for food? Are you foraging as you're going, or what's the plan here? Because you know that it's going to be about 2 days before you get to Scalemouth, which is the nearest settlement.
No, I bought
I'm happy to
a
be-
lot of food.
I've got a lot of rations, but I can also sort of forage as I'm moving through. Is that an option for me? Because obviously the subsist
I believe
action's
it
a
is an
downtime
explore
action.
action.
Yeah, there's an explore.
It's an explore version of it,
Just to
like
see if you.
of getting food.
I'm assuming it's going to be survival.
I can do a
Probably
survival
be
check. No
like
problem.
forage or something.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say do a survival check so that you can see the lay of the land as you're going. Know where food.
So that's a natural one. So
So what happens for you,
You
Cascade?
drank a bit too much.
I was going to
drank a
say
lot.
before
Get drunk.
Jack rolled that I would be aiding Cascade with this, but it doesn't
I
make a
don't think
difference
that would
to this,
help.
but just say that I'm also
No.
with Cascade at this point.
Okay,
Yo.
so this is what happens. So Seal and Cascade, they're like a little bit separate from the rest of you guys. You guys are all following the road. They're kind of like just off the road, looking for like berries and nuts and animals and stuff like that. Cascade sees on a log in front of you and Seal a family of 6 rabbits. And points immediately
Wow.
out to you, Seal. And you're just like, there's one
Be
rabbit
very,
there.
very quiet.
But Cascade is
So
convinced that there's 6.
there is 6 seal. You don't understand. I can see 6 rabbits. If we're very careful, we'll be fed. All of us, we can have a rabbit each. We'll be fed for a day. Save our rations. Fresh meat.
That is one rabbit.
I'm gonna shoot the rabbit with water.
Roll, okay.
Manticore.
So
Shoot
ro-
the 6 times. Shoot the 6 rabbits.
Well, you're gonna have
Oh
to
my
shoot them
God.
one at a time, I'm pretty sure, because I don't think you have 6 shots.
I have an AOE.
Okay, okay.
Yo, great.
Can I do? What is it? We'll do. Oh, where is it? Tidal hands. So I'll just put my 2 hands forward, and a 30-foot cone of water will just go whoosh, and then I have to make a 22 reflex save.
Seal stumbles back. This is washes
I like
past.
charge it up as well. Like water
Why
starts
did I
flowing
roll a
around it.
120? Why did I put a 1
Nice.
there?
1D, 120.
1D120.
Yeah, so the one rabbit that's actually real, fails, is
God, that was-
instantly killed and blasted into a wall. Like into one of the trees. Just like,
I got him! I got all 6!
Have you
Start looking for
considered?
the bodies.
It's first of all, it's one rabbit, and is it edible now?
well, okay, so here's the question, right? So you know how if you
It's
double out someone's
clean.
HP, that they're insta-dead? What happens if you 12 times somebody's HP?
With, as you have
Wow.
described, a 30-foot cone of tidal water.
Yeah, like a huge wave.
It's not like you did this with an arrow, a well-placed
No, this
arrow.
is like it's probably like a smear on the floor. Just with the force of this wave.
This nearby tree is
Hang
red
on,
now.
Did they critically
redwood
fail because they
tree.
rolled less than 10? Because it's 22.
It's a
Did
red
they,
one.
Oh,
did they
right!
critically fail?
Yeah, they would have critically failed. You're right, so they
Then
actually...
they are smeared.
24 times.
It was actually 24
Then they're
times.
smeared
over.
5 feet.
Yeah.
They were scared fight, just 5 feet of blood.
Yeah. I think that
It's-
there's no evidence of this rabbit, honestly.
You've
I
split the
missed.
atoms of a rabbit.
But
I
more
missed it.
importantly to Cascade here, there's no evidence of there only being one rabbit anymore either.
No, yeah.
I missed all 6 rabbits. How
Oh,
did I do that?
damn.
They're not here.
You definitely got it, but I think
Yeah,
hunting,
all you
right?
heard, Seal, was you just heard the bunny squeak noise. That's all you heard.
Did
Which-
we on the road hear something strange behind us?
You would have heard the equivalent sound of a level 100 Blastoise hydro pumping a level 2 Sentret. That's what you just heard.
Whoosh.
Oh no, it
What was
fainted.
that?
Yeah, you probably just hear the ee, and then it is gone.
Listen, okay.
Can I
Uh,
smell exploded rabbit?
I think next time we go hunting, I probably shouldn't use that because it just scared them all away. Like they're all gone. It's quite loud. I'll use something else next time. I'll use something else. I'll be honest with you. Have you always had four arms and two heads? You're looking a bit skewy. Are you feeling okay?
Cascade, have you been tasting the berries as we've been going?
Nope. And I'll pull out another bottle.
Oh. Oh, I see, of course. Well, maybe we can make it near to the river by the end of the day and we can fish instead.
I can fish.
I meant for
You need me to fish?
relaxation.
I can do it.
Look, there's a lot of time left in the day. We'll just carry on for a bit. We'll go deeper in the forest. I doubt there's going to be any animals anywhere nearby this rather loud explosion you've just made anymore. But perhaps
Wasn't
later in
that
the
loud.
day we'll be able to. It was quite loud.
I mean, anything that
It's
saw what
alright.
you just did to that rabbit is going to be running.
It's alright, everyone. I'm sure Cascade is doing a great job for finding food. They're so
I imagine
talented.
though that this was incredibly loud because it's a tidal wave through a forest. The amount
Yeah.
of like loud things that's hitting against is
Yeah.
This
How
will
far
be-
away from us?
Loud and
was this?
unusual splashing sound.
Fine, I'll get him next time. I'll get him next time.
I think next time I'll go my own way and you can go yours.
You just see
How about
like
that?
Normally, I'm
ev-
quite good at this.
everybody else. You just see this this family of like 3 squirrels. They're just like eating some acorns in a branch. They just all drop their acorns, and the 2 squirrel parents cover the child squirrel's eyes after this happens.
Oh no.
Were we close enough to see what happened?
No, you just heard the noises.
Okay. It was.
All
Wait,
in
was this
hindsight.
behind us or in front of us?
I think that they would be like kind of going about you, so they can keep an like they know where you are, but they're trying to find food and stuff, and they failed.
Right. So it's not like on the road ahead of us or anything. We have to go out of our way to see what happened.
It's very typical of me that my first roll back, crit fail. Second roll, but still. Crit fail.
So you guys, you regroup, and you continue through the forest. Is there anything anyone wants to do as you're going through the forest? Obviously, you know that there is food around, but you have failed thus far.
I'll get more food later, it'll be fine.
Yeah, once we've moved on sufficiently from where we were, Seal will go hunting with Lord, without Cascade though.
Well, you go roll.
We should split up and see how we do, because I think I'll still do better than you. Just based on my track record, you know.
The track
We're making
record
it a
of one
competition now.
vaporized rat.
Well, I was in like God knows where I was for years. So I've survived this far.
If you find another rabbit, what method of killing it will you use?
Probably just a standard blast of like an ice knife or something, just something quiet. Yeah. Maybe not. Or maybe I will use the tidal wave as a warning. Maybe I should
As a
hunt bigger
warning.
game. I'll find a bear.
Have you? Okay.
Listen, I can take a bear. Do you
In a
doubt me?
fight, right?
Do you doubt me?
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Right, the joke
told
was
me
right.
anything.
It was that. It needed
You've
to be
already
said.
encountered the squirrels.
Yeah. Yeah.
It didn't need to be said. Why I said it.
As you proceed through the forest, are you rolling your survivally for me?
Yeah.
So this will happen.
As
If
deep
it's in
as
that
just
one.
that, survivally.
Of
Yes.
course, you
Oh, that's
dickhead.
much
You are
better.
able to find
Dick.
you
find 6 rabbits.
you find 6 rabbits. You find a deer. You find berries. You bring home a veritable feast.
Including 6 non-pastified rabbits.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You know what?
Seal
Gives-
returns, a deer draped over his shoulders, 2 rabbits on his belt, and then 4 attached to Lord's clothing. Hey guys, I found some rabbits.
Oh my god, you found a lot.
I wish so much that this
Cheers.
was a different forest that you had caught that deer, so I could do the Sheriff of Rottingham bit. But fortunately, it's not that forest.
A shame.
So do we get a roll from Cascade to see how long Cascade
No,
does?
Cascade's already
The
rolled. You only get to
second
do your
Yeah, I
foraging
already
once a day.
rolled.
Oh, okay.
But can I still be using my scout ahead action? As now I've taken the scout speed archetype feat, so I move 20 feet faster when scouting.
Yeah,
When
sure.
traveling, to be clear.
You can scout ahead, Captain Timo.
Sweet. I'm a scout. Just
There's no way I
call
can
me
do
over.
Timo's voice currently. I apologize. I'll scout ahead.
What was that attitude?
Is Timo's.
Who is Team?
Wow. Can't believe you've never
Wow.
played the League of Losing.
I thought
Can't believe you
Captain. I
don't
thought
know.
Timo was genuinely. I thought Timo was a Star Wars character when you said that. I was like, that sounds like a Star Wars
Well,
character.
there's
But
It
I've
Team.
does
seen
sound like a
Wars.
Star Wars
Are
character.
you mixing him up with the famous pod racer Team Toe Pagalis?
Timo the Hutt was who you angered in episode 1 of Star
That's
Week.
where I got it
Oh,
from.
yeah.
Wow. The crossovers keep coming.
Timo the fucking hut.
Mm.
What a guy.
Right, you rolling your scout roll.
Yes, please. What should I roll? Perception?
I believe that is the usual.
That's better.
Okay.
I'm not that drunk.
No. You're just terrible at foraging, it would seem.
Yes.
How far ahead, approximately, from the party are you scouting?
I don't really have a grasp on how big a foot is, so I'm going to say 80 feet.
Okay, so it's like, are you like a minute away from them, or
Okay.
are you like staying really close, like 10 seconds from them?
I'd say a minute.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that would be
Oh, no, we'll say 30 seconds, actually. We'll go 30 seconds. Right in the middle.
okay, and presumably you can move. If you move double now when you're scouting, so you move 50.
So yeah, I get an
70,
increase
I
of 20
imagine.
feet when I'm traveling, not in combat, basically. Which
Okay.
I'll can I post it in the thing? How do I do that?
You'll be able to display.
There you go.
Click the icon.
Okay, so 20, and your base speed is 25.
Yeah. So it'd be 45.
45 times 3 is 135 times 10. Yeah, you can be over 1,000 feet away from them. Probably no, 30 seconds. 5. So like 600, 700 feet Yes, Jade?
I just wondered. Oh, me outside of characters just wondering how is Cascade gonna do scouting and looking ahead when they just thought they saw 6 rabbits when there was 1.
I take it very seriously when I'm looking for threats. I like to imagine that when a threat appears, I just like
There's
vent
10
out the
of them.
alcohol. Combat time.
Cascade's like, I'm gonna scout ahead and fucking sprints
Falls
away.
asleep.
Yeah, all you heard before that, the sounds earlier, was Cascade shouting, "That rabbit's got a shooter!"
You hear various like monstrous waves happening around you. It's I'm like, oh my god, all these enemies, and you just come around the corner and it's just like these little like rats and snakes that surrounding me, and I'm like, oh.
So, in the middle afternoon, so this is still a few hours before you would need to rest, and you are ahead of the party, Cascade, you will see a figure walking down the road. They're not really. They are skip walking, and they are humming to themselves, and they are a gnome. They have a bright red hat on.
I was about to say it's the Dorothy and the Scarecrow and the Tin Man and the Lion.
No, it's not them.
It's the Wizard of Oz as well as making a joke towards skipping and walking.
Oh, this is more like a jaunty gait. There you go, a
Okay.
jaunty gait. This figure, they basically they have their red cap on. You can see that they have very long, wispy, gray, like graying beard and hair, all protruding from another thing. You can't really see their face particularly well because they have just this massive mess of hair. They have a reasonably messy brown coat and big, big bright blue shoes. And they have a squirrel on their shoulder. They are
Oh.
covered in
Mm.
bits of plant. Like they look like they've been dragged through a hedge backwards and forwards and then backwards again. And they are just like as they come down the road. They're going in the direction that the party is.
Okay, I'll sort of pop out. I assume I'm like in the foliage nearby, like, hello, hi, hello.
Well, this is hello to you.
It's an honor to meet such an esteemed traveler in these woods. You strike me as someone who loves woods.
Yes.
Fuck's sakes.
Do you ever frequent areas outside the woods? Because I'm from the sea.
Oh, I've spent plenty of time in the sea too. I travel all this world and land. From the
That's
mountains
amazing.
to the forest to the rivers to the sea.
Have you ever tried alcohol? And would you like to share a bottle with me?
Jesus Christ.
How far behind? Are
Like
we?
600 feet, so it will take you 30 seconds to catch up. I drank all the fruits of this world. Would you like some of my mead?
I would love some of your mead. Also,
Uh,
heads up, my friends are behind me and they're on their way. Don't give them any mead; they won't appreciate it like I will.
Oh, I assure you, I got plenty of mead for everybody.
Oh, fantastic! We can all have mead.
He pulls out from his jacket a jar, like a clay jar, that is the same size as his torso, but it was in his jacket. There was no bulge.
What?
Of mead, and he hands it to you.
This is amazing. Not going to question it. I'm just gonna. Do you mind if I have a drink?
Well, that's what it's for.
I'll have a little sip. What does it taste of?
Tastes of mead. So, if you
It
like
tastes
that.
good. Jack doesn't, but I'm sure Cascade loves it because he's a fucking
Well, but does Cascade like it? Because there's a reason why as soon as beer was invented, people stopped drinking mead.
lunatic. Well,
Beer
I'll
tastes
hang on.
disgusting.
I'll roll a d20.
Yeah,
Odds he likes
but
it,
mead is
even he doesn't. How do I fucking roll?
mead
Oh,
is.
you've never had alcohol. What do you have a judgment on this?
I have tasted almost all alcohols. It's just I don't drink them.
What do I want in real life? Even he likes it. Odds he doesn't. It's an odd. He hates it.
There you go.
Oh, interesting flavor. Is it still quite strong though? Is it like alcoholic enough that I can taste?
Oh
the
no,
alcohol?
mead is like pretty close to water. Mead is very not strong.
I can't. It's not even burning. This is an alcohol. I'll put the mead down. I'll pull out a bottle of whiskey. Try some of this.
Oh, are
This
you?
put hairs on your chest.
Oh, you like a bit of the stronger stuff. Oh, hang on. He grabs the meat. He puts it back in his coat. It just fits in his coat. He pulls out a from one of his other pockets. It's like a skin, like a wine skin. And he he passes that to you.
What's this?
Well, I'm not sure what you would call it, but it's a drink of the first elves. They brew it under the moon, when the moon's shining, very bright.
I see. Let me have a sip of this then, shall I?
Yeah, it's like 99% proof. It's probably actually
Oh!
poison.
How much? How much for this?
If you want it, you can keep it. I'm not selling nothing.
I feel as though I should remunerate you for your services.
But
Can I
what
do
am
you a
I
favour?
done with money? I think that at this point you would now be close enough that you could see that Cascade had accosted this fine gentleman.
What is he wearing again?
So he is a gnome. So he's like
Yeah.
3.5 feet tall. He has a bright red cap on. He has a massive gray white beard and hair coming out of his hat. You can see, like, when you're looking from the front, you can see he has like quite a prominent nose, very bright twinkly eyes. And then his jacket is like it is like a brown leather coat, but it's covered in plant bits and stuff like that. There's like moss on some of like you know like farmers jackets with the elbow pads.
Mm.
They're probably moss on this coat, and then he's got big bright blue boots, like sky blue boots.
Right.
And he is apparently dealing alcohol to
The
Cascade.
alcoholic.
Yeah.
And then I'm offering favours in return.
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
Oh, I see your friends have arrived.
Yes, hang on. We have a name. We are the heroes who slew the giants at the crossroads in aid. That's what it says on the party name.
There's more than that. You can scroll through it.
He
You
just
can
sort of
scroll through
blinks.
it. That's...
I walk up to him and go, "Hello, fellow gnome,"
Can I add this to my
and just smile.
He smiles back to you. Hello, fellow creature of the woodland.
I'm a
Who are
gnome
you?
too.
So he just looks at you like, oh,
Oh.
oh.
Hello there. What's your name?
Oh, I mean, I've got quite a few, but it's probably easiest if you just call me Archibald or Archie.
Archie. Okay.
I see that you're on your way down towards Brass Castle, Scalemouth.
Yes,
Something
yes.
like that,
Yeah.
yes. And what are you doing out here?
Oh, I'm just traveling, me. There's a lot of this world. I gotta have a look at it.
Oh, that's
Going anywhere
fair.
in particular?
Where
right
have you
now?
traveled so far?
I've traveled. Well, I've traveled over hill. I've traveled across mountains, through the rivers, through the lakes, through the forests of this land. I've seen the deserts of the south. I've seen the great forests of Yanzhou. I've seen the depths of the ocean. I've even, on occasion, been known to have a stroll in uh, Yonfraw. Freaking my worms don't work properly today.
Yeah. Can I ask,
And
in your
where?
in your travels, have you ever been to the Mistrap Mountains?
I've traveled the Mistrop Mountains once or twice, yeah.
Uh, We're on the lookout for them. But I'm afraid we don't quite have a map that leads to them.
Oh, they're
How
much.
far away are they from here?
Oh, they're very far south. They're almost all the way through the great forest that you're in right now.
Ah.
You're gonna need Go looks at you all. You're probably going to need a boat if you want to get there, though. There's not
That's
very
the
many.
That
plan.
was already on our bucket
So you're
list.
saying we should see if we can find a boat?
Yes.
Well, yes. You can.
Very, very, very good. Very good.
And
Proud of
and
you
where are you
guys.
headed right now?
Well, I'm headed along this road, wherever it takes me.
Oh, I see. Not going anywhere in particular, just wandering wherever.
Well, that's how you see everything, isn't it? Follow the paths until they take you to somewhere new.
I would have thought to pick out places you wanted to go and then travel, but I guess you could do it that way too. Yes.
Well, these places are
That's
so temporary.
mm, it's so
What
true.
do you mean by that?
Oh, especially human settlements. You walk away for a decade or two and come back, and they're completely changed.
Well, exactly. No, these towns, these cities, they've changed a great deal since I began this particular journey. I'm fascinated to find out what I'm going to get to when I leave this forest. See what the humans have been doing.
Well, it's the same as it's been. I don't know why you think it'd be changing so much.
The
I mean-
perspectives of those with of those with shorter lives
Well,
are a little different.
you'll be arriving at a place called Silcaster if you keep heading on this road.
Oh,
Though it may get a bit wetter than it's been in the past.
yes, that is the one change that's happening.
Well, it used to be the Barrow Marsh. What's it now?
I'm sorry, what?
Well, beyond this
Huh?
forest, there's a great marsh, which is where the tombs of the kings who died in the battle that this forest is grown upon.
Oh,
There
interesting.
was a battle in this forest? When?
Oh, yes. I mean, it was many years ago now. I wasn't there when the battle took place, of course. That would be nonsense. But I saw what this land was afterwards, and thankfully I was able to help the elves grow something wholesome from such a cursed thing.
And what a state it's in. It is better than I even remember it from before I left.
You said some years ago. Can you like give an estimate more specific?
Well, I don't really count how many times light washes over the world. It happens so often, but I be it would be a lot. It's the only way I know how to put it. Long before there was any cities, long before even the elves had built their grand towers around the forest, before Breath Castle, before Scalemouth, all before all those things. I
There's a
know
library around.
Absolutely fascinating, Archie.
the library. I mean, there's many
What's the
libraries.
library? The Library of Alias.
Well, I know Halias. Is that alias?
Maybe.
They do tend to keep changing their name. It's,
Blue, 3 arms, talks to himself a lot, just not all at once. At the same time.
that sounds like the Halias that I remember. Yeah, yeah, he was up in Goldana though. Last I knew.
Didn't we hear a couple of things about Goldana while we were at the library?
You can
Yeah.
make me a history check if you like.
So I
It's a
thought he said
society,
things about it.
unless any of you have a Sarian law.
No. I'm trying to remember the thing. There's an
I
item.
swear he said something about it.
We heard back then that the library was protected since the destruction of Galdana, which was 6,128 years ago.
Oh,
Roughly.
I mean,
according
that's
to
a
the
good
library.
number of years, isn't it? I don't know how many you normally get of a go of a life, but it certainly sounds like a few.
It was not that many.
With a 31, yes, Goldana is the capital city of the Sarian Empire, which was destroyed, which led to never-ending winter.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Which the
That was like
winter
6,000
ended.
years ago.
No, the winter ended 6,000 years.
Oh.
Yep. And Archie's been around since before then.
How long ago the winter lasted?
Well, since before then, that's what I said.
Yeah, before then.
Yeah.
So was the battle that happened here after the winter?
Oh, I remember that winter. That was a terrible winter. That was.
Yes, and the thing that happened here in the forest, was it after the winter?
Oh no. That was long before. That was back when.
It was before.
Yeah, well, the forest was grown. When would that have been? Well, the Aulechi, they were, well, the survivors. Aliens attacked. Then the Great Battle, all their armies were laid waste. The Aulechi, of course, weren't in the favorable position, but they were permitted to grow the forests over their plain. That's what they did. A memorial of life to those who've been taken before their time. A touching tribute, I think
So
we all
you're
agree.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
you're saying this entire forest is a memorial?
Well, what is all life? Not a memorial of the life that came before it. Life upon life. But nothing lasts forever, as they like to say.
Well,
Indeed.
some of us
Do say
endeavor
that.
to make it last as long as it can.
Well, it's more important that you do with what time you have than trying to draw it out. So, if you spend all your time trying to draw out what life is, you're gonna miss life.
Hmm.
Here, he pulls out a book. Take a leaf from my book and just travel. And he offers you the book.
Where is
These
life
are-
right
Sure,
now?
I'll grab the book. What is it called?
There's no writing on the book. You open the book, there is a leaf inside it.
Okay. Is that it? There's a, there's no pages.
No, there's it's like the cover of a book, and then you open it, and then inside there is a leaf. It's an oak leaf.
Take a leaf out.
Right,
of this book.
I see.
I-
A very funny joke.
I mean, it
Okay.
wasn't supposed to be a joke.
It's not a joke. This fine
I'll take a
gentleman
leaf.
has offered you a gift.
I'll take a leaf if you don't want it.
Oh,
What, you
don't
want
worry.
it?
If you want a leaf too, I've got plenty of leaves. And he pulls out a
I'm
bag
gonna
of just leaves.
I'm going to pull the leaf out of the book to hand it to
Yeah, it is a seemingly ordinary oak leaf.
Can I lick it?
Yeah, you lick it. You as you lick it, everybody else, you'd see that the leaf dissolves into basically a golden, like a very warm evening light, like when like the forest and the sun is filtering through the trees, that kind of golden light. Um, as she licks it, and you don't need to eat for the next week.
Ooh,
What
fun.
what
Can
was
I have
that?
another one? That was fun.
Well, I mean, you can have as many
I didn't
leaves as you
expect you
want,
to lick it.
but I don't. Normally, people don't lick them.
What did it do?
That's harder.
Seal is still stood there with the deer over his shoulders and 6 rabbits around. It's like, what's the point in all of this now? I,
We're not going to let it go to waste, Seal. It's fine. Don't worry
What
about
do-
it.
if
What do
anything, it's had
people
us lost, this is
normally
going to
do with
great.
your magic leaves?
Well, they're just leaves. They're there to
Clearly
encourage you to
not.
take the path that will help you. Life is about travel, and it's a journey. Just like a leaf when it's blown free of a tree. Drifts across the wind. And even when it comes to land, that's not the end of its journey. Could be kicked, it could be picked up by some little friend in the forest, could be taken somewhere else, and then even then it's not done. Once it's old and it starts to rot into the land, deep into the soil, and something new will grow from it.
Hmm.
Perhaps even another tree and another leaf.
You certainly do like to talk in profound ways, don't you?
This drink's fantastic. Oh my god.
Calling the kettle
Well,
black.
Can I
As-
take a leaf to Cascade and go, hey, let's try this. It's definitely alcoholic.
Sweet! And I'll roll it up and just swallow the whole thing in one go.
Okay. Um, when you would swallow the leaf, you are no longer drunk, and your thirst has been quenched. You would not have a need to drink alcohol.
Right.
Well, outside of my
Well,
compunctions and my
Yeah.
emotional issues.
the leaf's not in the book anymore. Would you like your little book back?
Oh, I can put that away. Yeah, no. Puts that away in a pocket. Now, did any of you want a drink? Been traveling. I'm sure you're quite thirsty.
I'll take a drink.
That's very hospitable of you.
Very sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Pulls out the jar of mead that's the size of. Puts it on the floor.
The size of it.
Yeah, it's like the size of his torso. This jar of
Oh my
mead.
God.
Now this is a prepared traveler.
You have as much
I-
as you.
I look at him with great focus.
Can I?
Okay. So are you declaring to me that you're marking him as your prey?
Yes.
Okay. So the meme of the reticule that appears above their heads when you do this. Just to enjoy the meme for a second. He waves his hand above his head. You cannot mark him as your prey. There
You
is
see this-
a
you see-
magic to this person that
Oh.
defies almost
I, like-
anything.
It's another god.
Can I try to I guess do like some sort of sense motive or something to see how genuine this guy's being?
Yeah, you can go sense motive.
What kind of role would that be?
Perception
Perception.
would be my
Perception.
guess. $23. You have never met a more genuine person.
Right. Okay.
If
how,
it,
how big is?
Hmm?
Sorry, you go ahead.
oh, I was just gonna say, because somebody mentioned God thing. If somebody wants to do a religion check, then they are welcome to
I
do
will
it.
do that.
Carry on, Gwen.
God, so you go,
No,
Gwen.
I don't.
How big is this jar of mead compared to me?
I mean, you're 3.5 feet.
Torso.
Yeah, you're 3.5 feet tall too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it would be
So,
about the size.
How the hell do I pick it up?
Oh yeah, no, you can do a strength like athletics to see if you can pick it up.
Can I
No, it's okay. Hada, just open your mouth. I'll pick it up and just try and easily pour a tiny bit in the mouth.
Oh no! I was gonna like lean it over, like put my mouth on it, sit down, and then like lift the bottom of it up with my feet.
Yeah, you can do that.
And just look like a
well-
baby with a bottle. Like
With a 25, this person does not radiate any divinity, any celestial, anything. There is nothing divine about this person.
Can I make a nature check
Well,
about the person?
if
can make a
you-
check if you want.
I suppose if you have another leaf, I'll take it. And if you have any wine or something like that in your magic coat.
I'm sure we can find some wine. And yeah, it is a
Why?
leaf. Like he already had the bag of leaves that
Okay.
he put out for everybody to take a leaf if they wanted.
Right.
I'll take a
okay.
leaf.
Yeah, he
Are you
brings out
supposed to
a
eat
flask.
them?
Well, normally people just keep them. Most people probably see it as more symbolic, but I suppose you can lick it if you must, or swallow it whole. But most
Cascade,
people
how
like
do you feel after eating it? I think
he's
I
dictating
think it
his
was-
emotions because he's
No,
sober now for the first time in
I
a
think
while.
he's
now.
high.
Feel-
I think he's high.
I feel clear-headed and strangely like I can focus and I can stand upright stably, and I feel terrible. This is awful. Luckily, he gave me this wineskin full of 99% proof moonshine, so I'll be caught up in 5 minutes. Just give me 2 seconds.
Oh,
I
wait.
imagine it'd be the opposite.
I've
Where you'd be like,
decided.
this feels amazing. How can you feel this way?
I've decided what we will call the moonshine.
Oh yeah.
Luna Twinkle.
Please tell me so I can change.
Ah.
Luna Twinkle. All right, I'll change its name.
Mm.
Gee.
So did he pull out any wine?
Yeah,
ever
he
asked?
pulled out a wineskin. It has
Right.
Does my nature roll reveal anything
with a
about him?
19. This person certainly has a natural aura about them.
Can I do a Fey law roll as well?
I assume your Fey law would be higher than that.
It is, yeah.
Okay, yeah, then just roll Fey law. 31.
Whoa.
You know with absolute certainty this is not a Fey being.
Good. Absolute certainty.
Absolute certainty. They have not tried to trick anybody. They have not tried to pants anybody. They have not sprinkled fairy dust on anybody. They have not told a very rude joke about somebody. They haven't tried to peel your eyes off or any of those things, so they couldn't possibly be Fey.
Right. I'll take a taste of the wine.
Yep, it's wine.
I assume it's a good one. At least.
It depends
my
which
character
kind of
thinks
wine
it's a
you
good
like.
one,
It's probably just a red wine. Chateau
Right.
de
Or dare I say, rosé?
Mm.
No, it's just a red wine.
Okay.
You know that most rosés are basically just white wine with food coloring in them.
Oh
Okay,
my
it's fun to
god.
say rosé.
Oh yeah, but there you go. It's just some red wine.
Right.
It's not of a specified vintage.
Mm.
It's nowhere near as
Okay.
good as the mead and other stuff that you have.
Mm.
Well, so where you're going to the Mistdrop Mountain? Where are you going before
sorry.
you get there?
To
we
see if
were
we can
headed
find a
to-
boat.
Yes, Skelmuth, and then Breath Castle to hopefully get a boat.
Well, I'm sure you'd be able to find someone who has some sort of boat in Breath Castle. Scalemouth, maybe, though the fishermen, they don't have very many boats. It's not a very big place, Scalemouth, but I would say that your best bet is probably down in Breath Castle if you're looking for a boat that will take you along the rivers. Although, might be better to walk on ahead and see if you can get to Glass Alson and well, the elves, they have their reason for wanting to keep the humans at a distance. I'll say that much. So, if you want the best boat to go along these rivers, you'd be best looking at asking them, but they might be, well, difficult. So that's up to you. But I should warn you
Wouldn't
about. I suppose it's not even a warning. Your friend has said how well the forest is doing, and it's true, it is. The forest is full of life. But it's for a strange cause.
Oh.
Well, it was probably almost a month ago now, and I was much further south. I was still in Glasalson, and there was an echo from far away. I don't know where, but an echo through the world, the web that connects everyone, like a bell being chimed once. And ever since that, everything's become a bit more active, aware. The forest is doing excellent, but also there's now gatherings of owlbears that I've never seen before. There's great herds of deer. They were just a few families before. And then there's the other problem of, well, there's quite a lot of spirits that's,
Spirits?
yes, well, they were asleep and they seem to be a little bit more awake than they were before.
Restless
So-
spirits and life that's cropping up a lot more than it usually does, to the point where someone like you hasn't seen it before. That's concerning.
Yes. It's strange. The there's natural flows in the world. Sometimes nature is doing well, sometimes things aren't going so well for it. But something about that chime has woken everybody up. The only way I can put it. A lot of things means that people are more likely to come into contact with them, and will be in people, and things not being able to communicate properly. You know what happens. There'll be a lumberjack who will go missing because there's too many owlbears and they don't have enough food. And then the humans will go and attack the owlbears, and the owlbears will come back. It's very unfortunate, but such is the way of things. Nature always has a way of balancing itself out in the end.
Where did you say the chime came from?
Oh, it was everywhere all at once. I don't know where it came from. It could have come from where. Okay, I'm just trying to think of where he was for where it. The best guess that he could have is that it would be northwards from where he was, but that could be anywhere. Like, it could be the middle of the world. It could be the continent, like continents on the other side of the world. It could be the far north. Like, it was so far away from him.
Well, we'll keep an eye out, but I'm sure we can take care of ourselves on our journey.
Well, seem very capable.
Shit!
Yeah.
Sorry, I accidentally closed my Chrome with the game and everything. Whoops. Hang on. We're
Okay,
good.
that's what the history is
so-
for.
It's fine. Tora just faded from his distance for a sec. It's fine.
You thought it'd be better if we went to the land of the elves to get a boat to continue.
Well, this isn't meant as a slight towards human boats, but I'm just saying that the elf boats will probably serve you better on their rivers.
What if we got a boat from Breath Castle to an elf place and then get on another boat?
If you can
Yes.
persuade one of the fishermen from Breath Castle to take you to one of the elf towers, you're a very persuasive bunch, I'll tell you that.
Well,
I could be very persuasive.
I'm
I
sure
feel
you
like
can.
we're gonna need a boat to get to the elves anyways. So one way or another, we need a boat here.
We just won't, you know, put a lot into it, we'll say.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I am very, very, very sorry. Another freaking knock at the door. 1 second.
The gnome walks through walks over to the woods, and then there's a door there. He's answering.
Yeah.
I told you I was out traveling. How did you find me? I don't have. What is a car? And what is an extended warranty? Go away.
I'm cold.
Oh.
I'm just when I went and got some breakfast, and while I was there, I got a blanket.
Hmm.
Important things.
Gwen, I wish you were here to steal my cold.
I will always try to steal your cold.
Tweet, tweet.
Somebody with the wrong. Hello, everybody. Sorry about that.
It's all right. Life happens. Sometimes stupidly.
Okay.
I want to ask. Actually, you seem like somebody who enjoys a bit of music.
I know a few songs, yes.
Would you like to hear some of my music?
Of course.
And then I play the Dirge of Doom.
Don't you have to select targets for that?
No. Dirge of Doom is an emanation.
Right. So it's just everybody around you now has to.
No, it's enemies. But it's still a dirge where I just go play the dirge and then go Doom. And then play the dirge and then go Doom.
Right.
I
He,
see.
he will. It's a very nice song.
Thanks.
Is there anyone else you've designated as an enemy?
The dog.
The
Oh.
dog. No.
Dog could never be the enemy.
Well, I don't think we should keep you too long.
Thank you for the leaves.
Good luck on the rest of your journey.
We very much appreciate your hospitality. You've been
Oh,
very
oh.
kind to us.
Where did you get the leaves from?
Oh, I find them here and there.
Oh. Okay. Well,
May
thank
our
you for the leaves.
Just watch out for the amount of rain
No, thank you for the leaves.
as you go north.
Thank you for the booze.
You're all very welcome, and I trust. Do not worry when it comes to precipitation. I'm more than capable. Turns out they make gnomes waterproof these days. Starts whistling, and he walks off away from you, up the road that you just came down.
I wonder if he is waterproof. Cascade, splash him. I'm kidding. Please don't.
Idle hands!
Perhaps our paths will cross again in the future. That would be delightful.
Does he sing a little song with his own name in it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Probably says, "Hey, doll, Mary doll," too.
Yeah.
We continue.
I forgot to ask him about his wife.
Well, you can ask next. I do know the answer to
No.
that because I had to ask my partner.
Yeah, I know.
So I can answer
I
that
know who
question,
Archie is.
but I'm not going to. I'm not going to answer it currently. Yeah, so you carry on a few more hours. Probably an hour or two before you need to rest for the night. The road turns as it comes to a babbling stream. The water's just flowing, just to clarify that it's not going blah 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 at you.
This seems about right.
As we're going, can I keep an eye out for some oak trees?
There's mega oak
He
trees.
did. He did say there was like an oak leaf, right? Is that
The
what he said?
one that you licked was an oak leaf. Yes.
Yeah. Were they all? Are they all oak leaves? Or
No,
just random
they're
leaves?
all different kinds of trees. Some of them would be leaves that you wouldn't recognize.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, every now and again, I just pick up leaves and lick them.
Mine's a gum tree leaf.
They're just leaves. Find leaves on the floor, they're just leaves.
Yeah. I'm still doing it though.
Okay, yeah. Also, the leaves from these trees are way bigger. Like, so imagine an oak leaf, but imagine like a foot-sized oak leaf, and that's what you would have picked up.
Yeah. Still licking them.
Yep, it sure is
Yeah.
leafy.
Mhm.
Probably a caterpillar on a few of them.
That's fine.
Yep.
As long
Slurp
as I
up
don't
that
lick
caterpillar.
lick the cat. As long as I don't lick the caterpillar, it's fine.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
No, no crunch, crunch, crunch.
You don't want to crunch the caterpillars?
No, because caterpillars might be poisonous, Hog.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Well, I'm not going to find out. I'm just licking leaves.
Yeah, they are all leafy.
I'm not like, just touching my tongue to them, like, uh, uh, uh,
So,
Yeah.
eventually you will come to, unless you wish to go past a regular day's travel, will arrive at 8 hours of travel. You are near the stream in the middle of the woods. Well, actually, you're like in very, very edge of the woods, not that much in the middle.
We
Right.
went so far. What
Deep
time
in
is
the
it now?
woods, and yet nowhere in them.
It's would have left at about 10. So it's probably like 6 or 7. Probably because it will get darker a lot faster in the woods than outside, so it will get darker in here like an hour or two before it would be dark outside.
Mm.
You just want to like camp on the road, or do you want to find a more secluded spot to camp?
Wow, remember, I've got a cozy cabin.
So where would you like to put your cozy camp?
Yeah.
Where would you
That's
like
the
to stick
question.
it, Gwen?
Where do people want my cozy cabin to be?
Hmm.
Well, there's a road, there's lots of trees, and there's a babbling brook.
In the brook.
In the brook.
on top of the
Yes,
brook.
please. Yes, please.
Right. Okay.
No, I'm not the one in the brook.
Put it next to the
Sending mixed
brook.
messages here.
I put it next to it.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
put it next to it.
You go you make it look like you're gonna put it in the brook, and then like there's like a family of beavers, and they just look up from the side of the river, like the stream bank to you, and they just give you the finger when you look like you're about to do it.
What do you mean? They'd appreciate it, surely.
No, they like their dams. They don't just like dams in general.
Yeah, but then be like, "Oh, a new dam for us, thanks."
I don't think if you slap like a hydroelectric dam in the middle of a river, I don't think the beavers are gonna thank you for it.
Look, it's made out of wood, Hog.
Yes.
It's not a hydroelectric dam, is it? It's just a building.
Yeah, but their dams are filled with like little hollows and stuff like that, so that the water still passes through their dams. You're
Well,
going
it's
to
not a dam
plonk a
then, is it?
house, and the stream is going to stop flowing and just flow around your house or dam up behind your house.
That'll be funny. Yeah, look, I'm obviously not doing that though.
Exactly. So when you don't do it, the beavers stop giving you the finger. They put on their little
I'll
suitcases and
Okay.
hats and go back to work.
The animals in this
Seal.
forest are quite lively.
Seal, do you want
So
your tent?
expressive.
Yes. Well, is there room for all of us in this
There you go. Sorry, the
thing?
tent. Jump
It's-
into the brook.
It's 20 by 20 foot,
You said there are 3 beds?
and there's 3 beds. But it's probably space. There's probably space for more people to fit in.
Yeah,
I'm fine in the river.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah,
that
there's space.
you could all fit, but it would
Space for
be
another 2.
cramped.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's only 2 more people than to fit because somebody's lying in the water outside.
Yeah, this is where I thrive.
Well, it's probably nicer than
Underwater.
a tent.
Also,
Yes. Oh,
what time do you want to leave in the morning? It's very important because it only lasts for 12 hours.
maybe we'll set it up later in the day then. We will do our cooking first.
Yeah.
Cascade, before you get in the water, please provide the cooking set.
I'll get out the water.
Oh, it's all wet now.
No,
Oh.
it's not. It's in my spacious pouch. Here you
Oh.
are.
You see the beavers in the hard hats and their fluorescent jackets. They put away the hazard tape that they're about to put around Cascade.
I'll turn to them and
Ah.
just say, I'll be back later. Just mark out a space that's safe for me to sleep in so I don't disturb your situation.
Yep.
Here's the cookware.
Fantastic. Now, who among us is the best cook?
That
Who
depends.
is the best cook?
Mm.
Who's got the
Hey,
best
Hog,
crafting?
What would you say is a good?
I would presume
Uh,
it's survival.
I think that cooking would be survival or diplomacy.
Well, I'm an expert
Or
at cooking
deception,
with,
actually.
I can. I'm great at cooking.
I'm an expert, you could say.
Yeah, I'm an
Cooking with
expert at
natural
cooking.
ingredients.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
cook together, Hannah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Deception.
You know, actually, looking at the party skills list, my dog is the best cook here.
Right. Okay.
No, I'm using deception.
So
'cause
whoever's
I'm terrible
cooking
at
can
cooking.
survival, and if somebody wants to aid, then they can do a thing. So who's
I'm
doing
going
I'm
to
in survival.
aid Cascade in cooking.
Okay, Hannah,
Do
you're
I
gonna
need to
cook
add
your
anything
own
to
food
that?
with deception.
Yes.
I'm cooking food for everyone else's deception. I'm not cooking my own food to deception.
Okay.
There you go. I don't know what aid
I
adds.
don't need
I've forgotten,
food. I'm
but-
I'm
I
full for a
roll
thing.
my aid first. I get a plus
I've not
4
really cooked
circumstance
before.
bonus on aid because of my talents.
Oh, sweet. So I've got.
See, I was gonna
you-
cook for
Is
everyone, so
this
I don't
one?
need to eat for a week.
Yeah. Well, you can deception. So you cook
Yeah.
up a fine feast, Cascade and Seal. All that wonderful food that Seal had caught. And I will
Did a
say,
good
because
job.
the amount of food and also that you did so well on it, I will say that you cook up enough that you have lunches for tomorrow. Like you have food on the road tomorrow.
Fantastic.
You
Let's
make like
drive
rabbit
somewhere.
butties or something like that. I don't know.
Where did we get the bread and the butter?
Rations.
Well, that could have been from the rations. Yeah, you took a little bit of the rations.
I milked the deer before I killed it.
Deer butter. I wonder
I
why that's not
Milks
being
the
sold.
deer. What's wrong with you?
Ken just stares at the ceiling of this cabin, pondering his life choices once more.
Should probably actually cast. That's
A
not actually
fine
cast
feast.
a spell. Here we go.
Well, you could have also got like a bunch of nuts from the wood and make that into like flour.
We are so
Nut bread.
such good cooks.
Yeah, you can make
Like
bread
it's-
out of nuts. What?
Yeah, I know. As I said, nut bread.
Yeah, okay. Right. So yeah, you could do that too. So that's where the bread comes from. So if anyone has a
Fantastic.
nut allergy, please tell me now because you're about to die.
Nut on the bread.
No, that's not what's happening.
What?
Can we give Heather a nut allergy now?
Yeah, how do
It's
you
fine,
just
I'm not eating it.
yeah, she's not eating it. Okay, so
But-
you make some delicious nut bread, which is fine and not weird, and then you make a lot of stuff and you make sandwiches for tomorrow. You got packed lunches. I can't
Good
You
believe
know,
work,
you're
that
not
team.
bad at cooking.
I'm making
Hooray!
party make packed lunch.
I didn't
I'm
eat it.
impressed. Especially how well you cook despite being drunk all the time.
Don't worry about it. I've been cooking for myself for quite a while.
Cascade uses the rule when cooking of one for the food and one for me.
Exactly. I didn't.
Oh.
I added a bit of je ne sais quoi to this dish. That's the name of the
Wait.
booze I've got in my back pocket. It's
You've
called-
had a lot of practice of
Oh, so this is
cooking
alcoholic
bacon
food.
butties at 4 a.m.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
I've
yeah.
got-
You're expert at cooking butties at 4 a.m. You would be if you were that drunk.
I'm 4.
Yeah.
You've not seen my 4 a.m. binges, gang. It
Yeah.
is quite something. The things I've had.
Actually,
Also,
because
where
of
the
that, wouldn't
fuck-
Cascade always have a knob of butter on him?
There we go.
That's where the butter's
I
from.
used it. I actually
Cascades
use
buttery
an
knob.
oil-based spread.
No, Gwen, that is not what was said, and you know it. Hatter is going to take
What have I
psychic
just
damage
done?
soon if you don't stop behaving.
What did Hatter just accuse me of?
Putting butter on your knob, which you definitely didn't
No,
do.
I didn't say butter on a knob. I said the buttery knob. You know, a knob butter.
No,
I've
because those two
never-
things aren't the same thing, and you know that they're not.
Yeah,
Using-
it is.
Using butter as lube is a very dangerous idea.
It's
I
a
feel.
bold
I never
choice.
said that. I just said a buttery knob because you use it, you know. Mm-hmm.
You know
Also, I
what you
wanna ask-
did.
You know what you
I
did,
don't
Gwen.
know.
I love Gremlin
Alright,
Gwen.
let's have dinner
Gremlin
and go
Gwen
to
is
bed.
great, but no buttery knobs and no cooming on the bread, thank you.
Well, what are we
So
even doing
remember,
here?
and does smell like a dog.
Yes. and does
What do you?
smell
What
like-
do you mean? Well, yeah, I can smell this
you
food
just
very
can't hear
well.
you just can't hear the comma that's there.
Yes. Anywho, you have a delicious meal. It's wonderful. You make fabulous sandwiches for tomorrow. Do you want to do anything else, or am I putting you all to sleep?
I'll hope the beavers have marked out a nice place for me to sleep in the babbling brook, and I'll take my armor off, and I'll hop in the brook.
Yeah, they've put hazard tape up and they've nailed up a little sign that says nudist beach.
I'm not naked. I'm just not wearing my big coat. I'm
You
wearing
need to
my
tie
wet
like
clothes.
a rope to you just in
that does
case
not
of-
change the nature of the sign.
Yeah, the sign is still there.
Is it
mean,
requesting I get? I'll stare at it and is it requesting I get nude? Well, I guess if the beavers have asked me to, I'll get naked. Get naked and swim instead.
Oh my god.
Do we need to tie a rope to you to keep you in one place? You don't get washed down the.
It just passively keeps me in the right place.
Well, that's why they put the
Okay.
hazard tape up. And then the beavers
Hazard tape
leave.
holds me
The
down.
beavers leave to go and build some infrastructure, so they're going to go build some bridges and stuff like that.
Are they getting some logistics set up so they can start maneuvering vast amounts of resources across the different areas of
Yep,
residence?
yep.
Beaver towns.
They're very
that.
organized beavers.
I love that. I love that for them.
The one thing that's very interesting about these beavers, as well as the hard hats, the ones that aren't wearing hard hats, they appear to have hats made out of human pelts.
Get wrecked humans, I
Oh,
guess.
well, I won't worry about that. I'm not human.
Yep.
So, human pelts.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we're going to call them beaver pelts, they're wearing human pelts.
Yeah, may
I'm
as well, I
sorry, what?
suppose.
But I mean, like the beaver
Excuse
hats
me?
usually have like a tail, or do they just have something else as a dangly bit?
Yeah, sure. Why not, Gwen? There you go. You get your wish.
Oh my god. For fuck's sake.
And in the beaver language, they've just written revenge on all the trees.
Well, they only
I might
seem
be in
to
trouble.
they only seem to skin human males, so I guess I'm fine.
You're
Yeah,
also not human.
yeah, you're half
entirely.
dragon.
Not entirely true.
Yeah, no one here is completely human.
True when you. Okay, so are we doing any watches tonight, or are you just?
Yes.
I'm having a great time in my cabin because I can't leave. I have to stay in the cabin the entire
I'll
time.
do a watch.
Yes, you do.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'll
is
take first.
okay, first watch, yes.
Only one watch.
Anybody else?
I
I'll
was
do
doing
it.
one.
Right.
Okay, are you doing second?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Okay, my love.
Cold.
so if you can
Looking
roll
perception,
your
am I?
well, damn it, if you roll yours
Who's first?
first, and then
Yep.
we'll get.
That is a total of 23.
With a 23, you can hear in the woods around you, and you would see actually this stuff would be close enough. You can see that there is quite a lot of nightlife animals that are around the place, but because you have the fire outside, most of these animals are not drawn to the fire. They tend to keep away from your area, but you can see like wolves, you can see bears, you can see things bigger than bears that perhaps are a bit owly, maybe. Wink, wink.
Right.
Other sorts of animal combos that my brain has not come up with good, clever names for them, but like squirrel wolves, probably.
Squirrels.
I mean, squirrels.
Squirrels.
Yeah, squirrel wolves.
Or koala bear.
Yep. They drop down on you.
Shit.
It was just a joke that koalas aren't bears, but people keep calling them koala bears.
And then
Yeah.
the other thing that you hear apart from that is you do hear very heavy construction upstream. But you know what that is, so.
Yeah. No, we've been provided with the proper ordinances that the beavers have obtained. They were very polite about it.
They did leave you some ear defenders if it's necessary, but you probably don't want that if you're doing a watch.
Yeah, no, I'll be swapping them around. You know, protect one ear for a while, then protect the other.
Yeah. And they have also let you know that they are getting overtime pay for this as well, because they are all union.
Good.
I'm happy for them.
Yep.
Very good.
Of course, they're working while people are trying to sleep.
Well, they're getting paid overtime. They provided you ear defenders, so any of you can wear ear defenders,
Mm-hmm.
so you can all sleep soundly. Okay. We
I of course will pass this on to Seal.
With a 27, you would get
Very good.
very much the same information. The only thing that would be a little bit different, if the change in night, you would start to hear it would be both noisier and quieter because it would be the period of the night where a lot more hunting takes place. So you would hear horrible noises and then less noises. So you'd hear more and also less noises because there would be like rah 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 ick.
Oh my, oh la la.
I was thinking the same.
But yeah,
Sounds like there's a bad romance out there.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, just yeah.
Yep.
There we go.
It-
I mean,
they do none of the large predators though appear to be hunting you at the present time. Perhaps it's because the beavers are beavering away.
Perhaps it's the giant cabin we have.
It could be that as well. Could be the cabin in the woods and they've seen the movie and they don't want to go there.
They must know that the beavers have this place very well fortified.
Yeah. Yeah, you also you hear the sounds of beaver machine guns. Just like anytime a large predator approaches their construction works, they just open up.
Open up with like an acorn gun or something.
Yeah, sure,
How
why
have they
not?
made these things? I should, my bow suddenly feels woefully inadequate. Lord,
This truly is a magical forest.
you're
It
being
happens to a
replaced.
lot of guys.
Woof.
Okay, last watch.
I guess I can do it. Because
I'll-
I can't leave.
I'll do it. I said I would.
Oh, okay.
It be
With a
hunting
9?
season, Tora.
Nope. Probably because
Nothing is out there whatsoever.
yeah, because you have to
We-
take the ear defenders off to hear stuff. All you can hear is just like the very intensive construction down the stream, and also like the changing of shifts. So you'd hear the big steam whistle as the beavers change shifts and all the rest of it. It's just very noisy downstream when you don't have those ear defenders on.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you do not get attacked. Don't see or hear anything really. The sun will rise. The beavers will come and collect their hazard tape that they put around Cascade, remove the nudist beach sign, and pack up around Cascade and go back downstream. They'd leave a little air freshener, like the pine scented air fresheners. Put one of those on Cascade whilst he's still sleeping.
Definitely needed.
Yeah, and then the cabin will disappear or whatever it does. Imagine it flumps.
Whoa, shit! What the fuck?
Yeah, it just disappeared.
What sound effect would you like to have with the disappearing house square?
The one I just made.
The sound of trees snapping.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good choice of sound effect.
Is that like a tree falling?
Yeah,
That didn't sound anything like a tree.
it's certainly one way to wake up.
Mm-hmm. Well, everyone falls to the floor if that happens, so Gotta wake up before that happens.
Oh, right. Okay.
Or before.
So for everybody who was still asleep and didn't wake up before this point, you hear the sound of like one of those big trees snapping, which would be thunderous, like an awful noise, terrifying, and all the rest of it. So that's the first noise you hear, and then you fall to the ground.
Yeah. And it also happens if I decide to leave before it ends.
Yeah, so if Hadda needs to pop out for a pee or anything like that, good luck everybody
No, that's
inside.
why we got the chamber part.
Oh yes, the communal chamber pot. Yeah, I forgot. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh no! You can't let Hada wake up first because Hada's just gonna walk out the door.
It's like, everybody got up! Just walk out.
Let's go! Do-do-do.
Yeah, bagpipes and then out the door. That's how I wake everyone up.
Yep. Okay, so you all wake
Mhm.
up. Do you
Mhm.
want to do anything special for breakfast? Go get like some fresh fish or anything like that, or you want to have any of your sandwiches?
How do the beavers feel about us trying to fish in their river?
Or you want to go and talk up to like go down the stream a bit and talk to the union rep?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Okay. You go up.
It's been a while since I spoke to an animal. Here we go.
Yeah, so
Oh,
you go
no.
down the stream. You can see that there is a beautiful wooden bridge that has been built, and you can see that they are in the process of canaling the river with beautiful wooden sides to it. They have a small little construction house, so they have portaloos all made out of wood. And there is a beaver wearing a human hat, just sort of standing on the outside supervising.
Excuse me, Senior Beaver. Could I have a conversation with you regarding the Owners Association around here?
Looks up, tweaks.
Yes, very good. As you may have noticed, we stayed here the night. It is just a temporary thing. We will not be back here probably ever. But for breakfast, we were considering fishing in this lovely river. And I just wanted to know whether we would be treading on any toes by doing that.
Weeks.
Can I make a perception check to figure out what kind, or nature, I suppose, to figure out if that's a yes or a no?
Go for it. Also, you see the beaver or after that squeak when you're looking, well, does look like they're going to go into the office to get something. But you make your nature.
Mhm.
13? No, you don't speak beaver. What a surprise. I can't believe you were so short-sighted and you didn't put that in your languages. Fool. That's what they're going to call you, Seal. Fool.
Seal fool.
Yeah.
Hopefully never again.
Yeah.
Lord, did you understand that?
The dog doesn't speak beaver either, and you don't speak dog even if the beaver and the dog somehow did speak the same language. The dog could not then communicate to you with dog.
One day. Woof.
What you need is a squirrel.
Yeah, the famous intermediary between dog and beaver, squirrel. Yeah. I'll go check my tree of life to make sure that one's correct. Yeah, the beaver comes out with a stack of pink forms.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, it's a 12-page document to sign up for a fishing license.
Does it like say that there's a approval period, a waiting time?
Yeah, the waiting time and approval period is the amount of time it takes you to fill out this pink form.
I'll take it. I'll take it with me to the party.
Yeah, okay. Are you gonna collectively
thank
fill
you.
out this fishing license form?
Okay,
not.
everyone.
Oh,
If we were to go fishing, then we need a fishing license, otherwise the beavers will be upset. And I've heard the kind of weaponry they've got, that we do not want to mess with them. This would be the end of us if we were to fight these beavers.
Yeah,
So,
Yes, their teeth are made of iron.
did you not see their machine guns? I don't even know what a machine gun is. It was
just piles
kind
of
of-
dead wolves and bears lining the riverbanks.
Look around
Little
you.
acorn shells littering the floor.
Look around you. We would have been, well, a feast for the forest if we had not been next to these beavers. It was truly a good decision to sleep here. But again, we do not want to mess with them. They've got some kind of Gatling acorn crossbow kind of thing. It's wild, in the wilds. But for that in mind, do we want to eat fish here, or do we want to eat our rabbit sandwiches and find some more things throughout the day?
Oh yeah.
I think
Also,
it'd be worth hitting the road.
yeah. As another thing, I do have to add this other piece of world lore. Technically, sandwiches are called Sam wedges because they're invented by a guy called Sam.
Oh,
Sandwiches.
Mhm.
And they're wedge
our
shaped.
sandwiches.
Well, of course, that's the best sandwich shape.
Anyway, yeah, carry on.
I mean, just
Excuse
look.
me while I write down this important lore.
Yes, of
Do they
course.
have open sandwiches?
I mean, just
Yes.
look at the kind of questions they've got on this form. Hog.
Okay, it's the most bureaucratic form 12 pages of pink paper can be. It's the most
I-
tedious questions. It requires you to put like addresses in, contact information, which the beavers are never going to have a means of checking up on, but it's still there.
I mean,
I think it's worth us just heading on. I'm sure you can find something along the way.
I'm sure I can, yes.
Saves you having to do all this paperwork.
Now the
Well,
real question is why did the beavers have a 12-page pink paperwork thing all in a language you can read, but they just squeak? That's the thing that nobody's really asked yet.
No, my suspension of disbelief is not crossed here.
Oh, okay.
Maybe this is just like a form they found in the pocket of someone they killed and skinned. They just handed it to you.
Just because they don't speak it doesn't mean they don't write it.
That's true.
Exactly. It's a limitation of vocal cords and mouth shape or something. Do I know
Okay.
what vocal cords are?
No, you don't.
I'm
Right.
a medic. I know what
So,
they are.
You have your breakfast without filling out the paperwork because we don't need to do that, and then you depart? Question mark.
We depart.
Yes, I imagine so.
Okay. So you continue down the road, and yeah, it is peaceful. It is the same road. It's very weird, this forest, because it is so massive, but it is just genuinely peaceful walking down to Skelmuth at least. But as sort of like an hour passed, you left the pink forms unsigned on a log somewhere, probably by the stream. You see a beaver walks up to the forms, sees they have not been filled out, and they tap their acorn crossbow, as it was described, very aggressively into their hands, in a disappointed fashion at the unfilled out paperwork.
We have made enemies, I worry.
You have.
Well, oh. Except, normally I get on so well with animals.
Yes.
Isn't that right, Lord?
Have very, very brief but fruitful relationships with them as they die. Spectacular.
Not this time.
A giant grabs Lord.
No, Lord is strong now. Also, he is going to be a lot less gung-ho about his actions in combat.
So, you continue down the path towards Scalemouth. Is there anything you wish to do on this day of travel? It will take you a full day to get to Scalemouth.
I'm hunting.
I'm
Traveling
looking
and
leaves.
staying alert, really.
I'm looking leaves.
You're licking leaves. Yep.
I'll scout ahead again.
Okay, then
Let me
make
out the
me your
Yorkshire.
perception Eones.
Yeah, baby. I'm hungover.
So the
22.
forest with 22 was that? Sorry.
Yeah.
Um, Cascade, you would not see very much out of the ordinary. Again, the this part of the forest does not appear particularly threatening. And the same would be true for you, Nemit, but you would see more. You would see that there is like a noticeable abundance of wildlife, and it's kind of getting more pronounced as you are walking into the.
There are a lot of critters. He'll tell everyone else.
Yeah.
I'm not there. I'm off looking for weird shit. There ain't no weird shit.
I'm not here.
The weird shit's an abundance of normal shit.
So by the end of the day, you will arrive. Oh wait, you do have to cross a man-made bridge. It's nowhere near as good as the beaver-made. So you know,
Obviously.
it's pretty crap, honestly. 2 logs.
Did the beavers in protest graffiti on it?
They're reasonably far from where the beaver. Maybe.
Okay.
It just says revenge in beaver on it. Yeah, so you get to Scalemouth. Scalemouth is a small village. You can see as you approach it that there is a few. There's basically a glade, and there is some small areas of crops that have been put up around it. So there's outlying little farms, and then the village itself is built on a large mound, sort of a natural outcrop in the middle of the forest. For Ten's benefit, it looks like mini Breath Castle, but there's not any fortification or anything like that. It's a much smaller settlement. It's only about 100, 200 people.
Ah, fair enough. Just as I remember it. Not much changes in Scalemouth, but that's not a terrible thing.
Yeah. Scalemouth does have an inn if you wish to spend the night here. And do you wish to try and get a boat from inhabitants, or are you going to wait?
I mean, do they have like a little dock area?
There is a dock that has some fishing boats, yes.
Right. I guess I'll just give it a look at what kind of boats are there, if any of them seem like they'd be decent
I
for
mean,
what we want.
there is a
Oh,
I doubt there would be.
yeah. And really, we're not looking for decent. We're looking for will get us to a place where we can buy a good one.
That's true. Yeah.
so like these are river fishing boats. They will take you to Breath Castle if you need them to. But they are not going to be comfortable. They're going to be very cramped. They're not very big.
How would they compare for speed?
It would. You do not think that that sort of boat would be faster than water, but it might be safer.
Hmm. So long as it's not so long as it is not substantially slower, then it may be worth seeing what kind of payment would be required.
Yeah, it is
Either
late in the
to
day.
hop along with somebody. Perhaps we
Suppose you
will.
could give him an ask tomorrow.
And we.
Well, if there are
we-
people here now, then we can ask now, and then they may be ready to take us in the morning. Otherwise, we would have to wait, likely, for them to prepare.
Well, it's unlikely because they're fishermen. They've caught their fish, they've docked their boats, they're likely at home with their families.
Or at the pub.
So also, when we get to Breath
That's a
Castle,
different kind of family.
we're then gonna have to hire another boat to actually get to the Elflands to then try and buy a boat. We're doing a lot of boat hopping.
Well, yes. We will check with them in the morning then, and see what it will cost us, and then make our decision whether we will go the other way or not.
Okay, so you're gonna get rooms in the inn, or are you gonna stay outside of town?
We will find
I'll
an inn.
probably just stay outside town.
Depends on if we want the cozy cabin again or not, I guess.
I will find an inn.
Well, there is only one.
I have found an inn.
Yes.
Yes, yes. I'm thinking the inn would be fine.
Is this inn nicer than the little cabin Ada could conjure up?
Yes, it will be a lot more spacious.
What?
Alright.
And the
My
inn,
fancy spacious.
yeah, the inn is at so that there is a small temple that is in place that is on the very top of the outcrop, but the inn is in the center of town, very close to the temple. And it is called the Above Moth. Because it's above the
Above Moth.
Above Moth.
Okay.
A
Okay.
fantastic name.
We can stay there.
Well, let's see how much they cost. Who knows? They might be extortionate if they're the only place here.
You'll find that small towns usually aren't that troublesome.
Greedy.
But what if it's owned by those people who had just sent their kids off to university to study business?
Oh yeah.
I can assure you, no one from Scalemouth has left to study business.
Alright, how much is the inn?
It will be 1 silver a night.
Great.
Well worth it.
That is most reasonable for me. Yeah.
For
Cool.
a room. And then food is basically a silver extra for
Perfect.
Great.
I will pay them 2 silver.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I got distracted. What was that?
The rooms are a silver a night. If you want meals, also another silver.
Oh, okay. 1 silver.
Hence why I used if you want.
Mm-hmm.
So you they will only have one meal option. They have a variety of various drinks. But they will provide you a hearty stew for the evening meal and some bread.
Lovely.
And the stew has conical shaped meat in it.
Sorry, conical as in cones or comical as in funny?
Conical as in cones.
Okay, thank you.
If anyone wants to do a nature check to figure out what the meat is.
I'll do it with a 0
Alright.
in nature.
I'll do it with a 9 in nature.
Oh, sorry,
18
I
total.
wandered off for a moment.
With a 16 and 18, yeah, it's moth. 28, yeah, no, it's moth.
I'm sorry, what's a moth? The food is a moth?
The meat in the soup is a moth. Moth.
Right, okay.
They eat moth.
Tasty.
Ah.
Must be big moth.
Big moth.
I mean, it's not the first time I've encountered moths in last time it was put in the drinks.
Mm-hmm.
True, but that was a different
That
kind of
was
moth.
like that was in another life.
Another
It's,
time.
It's quite nutritious, lots of protein.
Yeah, it's crunchy. Delicious, crunchy. But yeah, the food is filling and nutritious. You are able
Nom
to
nom 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 nom.
get a night's rest if there's nothing else. Do you want to try and talk to anyone in here about the boat?
Are there drunk-looking fishermen about?
There are fishermen who
not
are in
drunk-looking
various
fishermen.
states of alcohol consumption.
Ah, this is something I would normally leave to Cascade, but it is not that time, it would seem. I will have a go. Ahem. Hello, fishermen.
Hello.
Hello, streamer.
Well, it is nice to see you. I'm curious. Do any of you, or anyone you know, travel to Breath Castle out of habit?
Not out of habit, no.
Ah, but it is a journey that you would make every now and then.
Sometimes, if we have a good catch, yeah, we'll sail down to Breath Castle. What we can sell.
Oh, and let's say that we required transport to Breath Castle.
Why are you doing
What
this
does
so
that-
slowly?
Excuse me, but I'm just
I
gaining
want to
friends
walk
here.
over.
If
It'd
we
be
were-
much more blunt. Like,
Okay.
we're looking to get to Breath Castle, and we were wondering if any of you are available to hire to take us tomorrow.
Make an impression.
You see, this is why I do it slowly, because then I don't have to make an impression.
You've made an impression. Oh,
I could have
Jesus.
set my hero point on it. Just for on this day. You know, fuck it, I'll do it. We're not doing anything else.
Wow.
The dichotomy of roles.
either 1 or 20. With a 20, one of them will be happy as they are in the process of building a new boat. They will let you have their old one.
They just let us have it. Oh. Okay. Well, that's even better than I expected. Thank you. That's very helpful.
Seal saunters off with his head down.
See, Seal, sometimes this is why it's good to get to the point. Give him a
I
pat
could
on the
have sworn-
back.
I could have sworn that was going to go very badly for a moment, and then suddenly this guy chimes up. He's like, "Oh yeah, I've just built a new boat. You can have my old shit one."
Well, sometimes you get lucky.
Find a person
Yes,
who's just
well.
built a new boat.
Well,
That
I'm
nat
going
one
to
and
bed.
that 20, like one after the other. Fucking hell.
Yes, it was.
Well done.
So, you now have a boat. It is an old boat. It probably isn't good, but you have one.
Fuck, we're good. Ignore the sounds.
Is there anything else you wish to do before you rest?
I don't think so.
Okay. Then
Honk shoe, me.
you go and complete a night's rest.
Have we? Sorry, I'm just double checking. In so far on the trip, Seal hunted for us, so we haven't used any rations yet, have we?
I don't think so.
Correct.
Okay.
Providing you ordered food here
Yes.
Yeah, I ordered
Glad
food
you
here.
ate here.
and paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the following day, you complete your day's sleep. I assume that you go to your boat and you head off, or am I wrong in that assumption?
Do I spot any key-looking symbols around here as we are walking through?
You can make an investigation check.
Perception.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Disgrace.
about that.
22. In a town of little less than 200 people, you do not see a magic shop key.
I didn't think so, but I wanted to check.
Okay. So you all get on the boat.
I want to do one thing before we go.
Okay.
I want to ask a fisherman if there's any dangers on the water between Galemouth and Breath Castle.
Oh, are there be dangers in these waters?
Oh no, what kind?
Giant
oh no,
eels.
here we go again.
Giant eels. I could have sworn I heard about those before. That was right.
And giant crabs.
How giant?
crabs as well. My goodness. How giant are we talking here?
The eels, they say they're as big as 3 boats.
3 boats. What size boat?
Boat-size boat.
Boat-size boat. Damn it, I was hoping you'd say toy boat. But no. So they're quite big then.
Yes, very big.
But
Damn.
how girthy are they?
About as thick as a log.
Thick as a log.
A log can be different sizes.
This old fisherman's tale does not measure with a tape measure the size of the giant eels that he's seen.
How would you
Is it-
compare their girth to my... Wait, I did no.
How would I compare the girth of this eel to
See,
your
right.
girth, sir? That's very
That's
forward
you.
of you.
I didn't.
Seal, that
I
is the
meant-
last any of us would like to hear about your
I-
girth.
I meant my general thickness, but that's no better now that I've said it the way that I did.
This old
Yes,
fisherman
I
would
think
say
you
that
understand
you
why
were
I've said
dummy
that.
thick.
Oh, really? I'm glad to hear. You know, I
If the
keep
eels
trying
are
to
the
sneak up on animals, but the clap of my ass cheeks keeps tipping them off. It's a real problem. This is why Cascade failed to hunt 6 rabbits earlier, but it was only 1.
Earlier.
If the eels are the size of your girth, then I don't think they're a threat.
You fucking what?
It's see, and thus the mask is revealed. Seal was not French at all, but was in fact
You-
from North London. You what,
You
mate?
fucking what? I'll have you know. Oh, it's so silly mellow.
Yes. The did you also want the fisherman to describe the size of the crabs?
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah, they're like the size of your head.
My head. That's not too big, actually.
No, that's actually
Although, if you
fairly
judge it
okay.
That's
by
fine,
my
fine.
portrait, my head is bigger than my torso, so maybe they are quite big.
And then there's all the owl bears along the shore. They say they can glide
Oh.
over the river. Bait fishermen.
You make it sound like it would be safer to walk. Are there giant eels on the road as well?
Well, if the owl bears fish 'em up.
Oh, so that would be even more dangerous.
There's
I see.
also the great salmon monster.
The great salmon monster. What does that do? Wait, is that on the road?
No, that's in the rivers.
Oh, okay.
It's
And
a
what
very
can you tell
big
me?
salmon.
It's a very how big are we talking here?
Bigger than your boat.
But
I
so it's
feel like-
smaller than the eels.
Well, it's not as long as the eels.
But girthier.
Oh, definitely. That salmon's got girth.
Oh no. Is how many people have died to this giant salmon monster?
At least 2.
2. My goodness. It's killing machine.
Are you sure the salmon exists?
I remember my grandfather sat me down on his knee one day when we was fishing. Then
Ah.
saws it. This great red salmon jumped through the water.
Why was it red?
Because it's a red
Is that the
salmon.
end of the story?
Oh, okay.
It's like a red Gyarados.
And then it ate
Is
5
that it?
people. What do you want?
Oh my god. But you said
Fine.
only you knew but you said you only knew of 2 people dying to it. You're telling me it ate 5 before.
You
Were they
don't
already
seem like
dead?
my
Is that how that
I
works?
think you're exaggerating a bit, man.
Seal.
Yeah.
Seal, I've heard
Yeah.
this one. It spat 3 of them out.
Ah, I
It ate
see.
I
3 of
feel-
them in a
well-
non-fatal way.
Ah, damn it.
We'll keep an
That's-
eye out for this giant salmon. Shall we go?
Wait a minute, I've just remembered I'm an expert at nature. Let me just think about this. Could a giant salmon exist?
Make a nature check. Yes, it can.
Oh my goodness.
If
It's
I can have
real.
squirrel wolves, giant eels, I can have sodding giant salmon.
I feel like I've heard tales of these giant eels in the river. I think, hang on, it was like, when you're riding your boat, better watch out, they float, that's amore.
What?
Tora takes. Hang on. Tora takes 94 psychic damage.
I
Oh,
think 10 actually took the damage because they disappeared. Back. Don't worry.
Right.
Thank
Anything else you want to
for
ask
appreciating me.
this fisherman?
That's all right. I am well educated on the dangers of this river now.
And you
as
better
are my
watch out
party.
for when the trees fall.
Oh, well, yes, that one sounds rather obvious.
Well, I mean,
though.
we're about to hit winter, aren't we? It's even that part of the course.
Yes, but when the trees fall in the river, you're gone.
Oh no. And we've
They
made
block the
enemies
way.
of the beavers.
You've made enemies of the beavers.
I did. They gave me a pink form and I did not fill it.
They killed my grandfather. They did right after that fishing episode I just described.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
What did you see what they used to kill him?
Their teeth.
Their teeth. They wanted the satisfaction of doing it up close then, because they have some terrifying ranged equipment. They are truly monsters. I mean, sorry for your loss.
Right, yeah, this fisherman also just died of a heart attack, so they don't have to be talked to anymore.
Oh, thank
what have I
goodness.
done?
They're spared.
You
Yeah,
made
you
them relive their trauma and how they died.
Let's get out of here unless someone thinks I murdered this man. Although
Yeah.
with the number of accidents that seem to have happened to his immediate family, yeah.
It's okay, Seal. We know it's just manslaughter.
I plant an acorn shell next to the body to make it.
What, to try and convince everybody that the beavers did it?
that the beavers
Yes.
did it.
Right, you get in the boat. You all in the boat
Yeah.
now?
Yes, we're in the boat.
Yes, let's
Yes,
go.
we're in the boat.
For the love of myself, you go out into the middle of the river. The boat has a leak in it.
I'll
Nothing
swim
you can do,
alongside.
and none of you can swim. You all drown, and it's over. It's
Oh.
just peacefully over.
Jack, somehow you can't swim.
Yeah.
I've spent my entire life in the water.
It's very thick water. It doesn't work properly with your gills.
Oh,
It's treacle.
viscous.
Right. Okay. You continue your merry way on the boat. What do you wish to do to mitigate any danger to yourselves in the boat?
I am on
Maybe
high
out of the boat.
alert.
Okay.
I
Swimming around.
will sing Doom song.
Right. Don't know if more
anything-
eels would hear that, but
Well, if anything gets close enough, they can become frightened if I consider them an enemy, and I consider anything an enemy right now. That isn't us.
oh, that isn't. Damn it.
I know, she almost let you have it, Hog.
I consider
But
you
she
an
didn't slip
enemy.
up
Does
today.
that count? I consider you all enemies currently. Does that count?
I oh,
Oh, guys, shared a great little
I've
song
fallen
there.
so far.
Oh, that's true. Actually, yeah. No, not Nemeth. Nemet's the only survivor.
Because I can
Hog.
fly.
Hog,
Okay.
the reason I was so high is because of this. You can't have deduct points from me for doing exactly why you put me up high to begin with.
There's a point system?
I can't
See,
believe.
the funny thing is, you get points for like doing that stuff, but when I do that stuff, I go down. I lose points.
Yeah.
No, you
I
took
can't
98
believe-
psychic damage actually.
Yeah, you took psychic damage. I also can't believe that you're all so upset about this incredibly scientific system I have created, in which you are ranked according to definitely arbitrary circumstance.
Mhm.
It's fine. If something happens to the boat, I can fly.
Perfect. Right, so you make your way down the river, and yeah, I would like you to make me whoever is at the prow of the boat and is perceptoring. I would like you
I'm
to
in the water.
why the boat. I mean, sure.
I can swing it.
We
I just
will
got
tie
more
you to a
comfortable.
rope just so you can make sure you stay with us.
Yeah,
Okay,
more
so we'll say
comfortable
Seal's
being
at the
in the
front.
Seals at the front with a
I'll
29.
be looking off the back.
Okay, you can also make a. You
23.
You can see that the river is teeming with fish. Teeming. And
Makes
you do
sense.
not see any large marine predators at the current juncture.
It's because they're afraid.
What?
Me, I doing a scary face down there.
Level 30 Doom.
Oh,
Sure.
terrified.
Doom.
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 Cascade, please, could you catch some of those fish and we will eat them later?
I can't hear you. I'm underwater.
I said it loudly, but I cannot shout in a French accent.
Then I will respond. Of course.
I cannot shout in a French accent.
The French just do not shout. That's impossible.
Mhm.
At me on the subway.
Oh.
So
I was in the wrong. It's fine.
you continue to sail past all of these. Did you do a roll to catch some?
I haven't yet. What role should I do? Survival?
Survival, unless you want to persuade them.
No, I'll survive them. Not very well.
I'll give it a try. Why not? Something to do.
I'm not very good at this game, guys.
Very good at rolling badly.
I'm sure it will bounce back though. If we get in a fight, I'll be like nat 20s all day, baby.
Yes, 10. Take my fishing gear. Have a go.
25.
Wah. With a with a 25, you are able to get a day's worth.
Ooh.
With a 14, I eat them all.
Wow.
Sorry.
All of them?
Just
A day's
raw.
worth of fish.
Effing raw.
Sometimes, drunk food. Yeah.
I'm just gonna the fish. I'll be just like, 10. Can you cook these?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Uh,
This is a very cramped boat.
Yeah, perhaps you should leave the cooking for later.
perhaps
Yes.
wait until we dock.
I just imagine he can hold his hand out and we just see them above it.
Oh.
That's
The risk of catching other people on fire is quite high.
That's why 10 holds it in one hand and cooks it with the other. He does not let other people play with his fire unless he wants them to die, which is a different matter.
So, yeah, you can whatever. That's fine by me. You'll do it now, or you'll do it when you dock. I assume you're not going to sleep on this boat.
no.
Indeed.
Okay, so going down
What? You
this.
don't want a cozy cabin on the boat?
True.
No, let's not do that.
No.
I'm gonna ask Gwen if you would like to do.
No, I said no.
Would you like to do that, Gwen?
Stop tempting her hog.
Gwen,
Stop it. You know what you're doing.
please. Would you like to do that, Gwen? It would be really cool and
How?
fun.
No, I don't want to sink the boat.
Aww.
Gwen, I am very proud of you. Despite
Using your
hog
chaos
taunting-
responsibly.
But I would like the ground not to be flat. I would like it to be slightly at an angle.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Anyway, you do not encounter anything on the first day's travel. You will get to the end of the river that you're on and enter the river Pralin.
Mm-hmm.
Which side of the river do you want to get off on?
side.
West
with-
side.
Yeah. I'm gonna say west as well.
Okay. Don't want to go on this little headland?
No.
If
Right.
that's what, if
Do you want
if
to
you
do
mean the pointy
perception? Because, like,
I'll
why?
do a perception.
Why
Oh, yeah.
would?
You're very nervous about this headline.
Yeah, I'm just curious of why this headland is scary. 26? Yeah, it's the same on both sides of the river. Like, there's not
Well,
a
you asked which
beaver.
side, so I just said west.
Yeah, well then Wheat made it weird.
Yes, that's what wheat does.
Wheat's
Yeah.
weird. No offense,
Yeah,
wheat.
I was just thinking, and I was like, well, we've been on this side before. We've not been on the other side. There could be anything on that side of the river. So
It could
let's
even
stay
be a
on this side.
boat.
Exactly. That could be where the giant salmon lives.
Oh.
Yeah. On land.
Yeah.
Let's just make camp.
That sounds like a splendid idea.
Any sign of owlbears or anything around?
There is some sign of owlbears, but it is not at the shore. Gather that is not their favored hunting.
What about wall bears?
What about drop bears?
It's swarming with them.
Well,
Not move for.
perhaps taking the boat was a good way to avoid the owlbears.
God.
Perhaps.
You'd think I would know about that, but I'm not going to think about it right now. I want to sleep.
That is wise.
Yes.
I'll
let's-
take
let's
first
have a
watch.
choose. In
I'll
this
take
slightly
last.
slanted cabin.
I'll take,
I'll take the middle watch if you want.
Oh no, yes,
If
you
you
do.
need extra pair of eyes, if you need a nap, seal.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
Let's do
so
another
roll your
perception
watches
check
in
for my
order.
watch. 28.
28. With a 28.
Critical success.
With a 28. You would see again like the wildlife out and about, and you would definitely see that on the shores here there is an like not like shore, so like off the, not hunting in the
Who's Shaw?
shore. Oh,
Okay, don't worry.
so you notice that the owlbears are gathering in strange ways. Owlbears are normally solitary hunters, and you can see that there are groups of them moving around. But again, they do not seem to be drawn towards your fire.
Hmm.
And because you rolled a 28, you hear another noise coming from the south.
Beware the owlbears.
No. You hear very, very, very faintly a child sobbing.
Nope, stay away from that.
I can't not do something about that, Gwen.
As in very far south. As in like it's not near you. It's like it's carried on the wind or
I will wake Cascade up and be like, do you hear that?
Is it my turn to watch? What's going on?
you can make a perception check.
I'll make a perception check. Is what I say when I wake up.
What? Sure.
Sorry, I've had a lot to drink.
Nope, you do not hear that.
What are you talking about, Tora?
I hear a child sobbing.
You hear a child sobbing? Are you having a nightmare? Am I having a
No,
nightmare?
I was on watch.
Okay. Are you sure?
It's a
You-
bunch
that's
of
what you heard?
owlbears acting weirdly that I seem to notice, but I could. It's almost on the wind. I could hear like a child sobbing.
Subbing.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah, they subscribe to Hogmatics on Twitch. I
Oh,
don't know what that
okay.
means, but they probably shouldn't. You probably shouldn't do that unless you're a mature age.
Okay, you're sure you can hear that?
Can I still hear it?
Yeah. It sounds like it's carried on the wind. It's that quiet, but it's just. It sounds like a single child crying because they're alone is what it sounds like.
Okay, well, if you can still hear it,
I can still hear it. It's distant, but I can hear it.
I think I'm a little faster than you. I can go and check it out.
I'll. Well, if I'm the only one that can hear it, maybe I should go, and you keep watch.
Be careful. Do you have anything you can do that's like a signal for me to wake everyone up and come over?
I have this whistle. I have a signal whistle. It can be heard clearly up to half a mile away across terrain.
That'll
As I
do.
read the description. It says open terrain, so I don't know how the forest misses with that, but
But don't go more than half a mile away and we should be golden.
I'm golden. Wait.
No, you're Tora.
Yeah, sorry. I always have to say that. Okay, yeah,
Right.
I'm going to head in the direction of said voice and see if I can get closer to it, investigate,
Okay.
see if it gets louder at all.
If you go even to the extreme distance of half a mile from the camp, it is the same distance from you. It is somewhere to the south. Do not think it is anywhere close to you.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Uh,
you,
um.
by the time you return as well, if you walk that amount of distance, some time is going to have passed.
Yeah. I just. I. Yep. I'll head
Also,
back. Does it?
I would
What's
like
up?
you to make a stealth check at the same time, by the way.
Okay. I'm not
It's
bad
the
at
king
that.
salmon.
Except when I roll a
The
5 on the
salmon.
die itself.
Well, you see what's looking in the woods and what they see.
If you go out in the woods today, you're in for a big surprise. Ruh-roh.
Yeah. Rutro. Very rutro.
Did you not? Have you already used your reroll, Jade?
I haven't.
I'm the only one who's done it.
But I'm curious.
Oh no. Okay.
Okay, you are you are nowhere near your party.
Okay.
You're I'm gonna be nice and say you're a quarter of a mile away from them. a quarter of a mile for them to get to you will be like 20 rounds probably.
I will re-roll with my hero point. It could be even worse. Still wasn't enough. I got one eye.
Wow.
Okay.
Much better.
So this is where we will pause here because this is going to require quite a lot of thinking. But we will end on Tora. You see crashing through the underbrush, running towards you. You see
The king salmon.
3 owlbears.
The big salmon.
Can my last act, as I see them approaching, be to blow my whistle?
Yes, yeah.
3. Good luck. 20 rounds.
And that
Good luck.
is
And we
where
need to wake up first.
we are,
You
yeah,
think
they
you can
gotta wake
swim?
up and put their shoes on.
I know.
Well, we'll see what
but-
happens, won't we, I suppose.
Okay, just so I don't. Yeah, I've blown my whistle because I'm in danger.
Help! I'm in danger.
Help! I found a sobbing child. Tora would not abandon a sobbing child. She needs to.
Oh, I know.
So there were-
In a forest like this, you always ignore the sobbing child.
That's Tora doesn't know that.
If anyone else was awake, they would have told you off for it.
Yeah,
Give it- you got to
especially
go.
me.
Well, no, that's where we're at.
Yeah, I would
So-
have told you you're just hallucinating. Don't worry about it.
We shall pick this up next week, where I won't sound so terrible. Maybe.
It's fine. We're basically
Unless you
gods.
get ill again.
Thank you, Gwen.
Mm-hmm.
So there were 5 of us going to the elves, right?
We shall see.
Thanks.
It's fine. I've got an idea for another character.
Yeah.
Wow.
You
I
actually?
I
What?
don't actually. but
I don't
could
know
think of
if
one,
3
but I'm not-
owlbears is fatal, but they
We'll
are.
see.
But thank you all very much. I shall send these lovely people off, and I shall be our burb.
Yeah, burb.
Thank you.
Thank you for running, Hog.
Thank
Thank you for
you.
that. Was very lovely, Hog.
Thank you. Okay, I will go in the other thing. Okay, everybody. Thank you all so much. Apologies that it is a bit of a shorter stream today. But yeah, you can all tell why, because, well, yeah, it's fairly obvious. We're gonna raid Lollip. No, actually, we're gonna raid Ninman. Ninman's having a 2-year affiliate anniversary, so. The thingamy, the VOD should be up by the end of today when I remember to do it. I gotta go get my tea and stuff like that though first. And then it should be up. Yeah, and I will see all you lovely people hopefully tomorrow. If my voice holds like this, then yeah, probably tomorrow. If not, then I will see you later. Wow, very productive. Thank you all so much, and thank you, Psycon, for the raid. Thank you if you're still here. Much love, much appreciados. Have yourselves a very good rest of your day. Bye. Oh my god, I cannot bye today. Bye. Bye, everybody.